Welcome back to That's Life with John Carver. Today I want to share some thoughts with you on forcing discomfort. Again, forcing discomfort. I think you can understand that most of us, including me, don't like to be, let's say, thrown out of our comfort zone, to step out of that bubble that we've been living in for most of our lives. In fact, our brains are wired to keep us in that bubble because it's safer to be in that bubble. It's safer to be in that comfort zone. Many years ago, I heard a missionary by the name of John Garlock share a story, and I'd like to share that story with you right now. He said, when we lived in Africa, our family stayed in villages where, in order to eat, the men of the tribe would go out and hunt. One of the animals they would hunt was a certain kind of monkey. Now, these little monkeys were too fast and agile to hunt with weapons available to the villagers. What they would do is carve out a coconut, or if they had one, use a jar with a tiny opening at the top. They would stick a banana in it, or that's really attractive to monkeys, inside the jar, and they would tie that jar or the coconut to a tree. The jar's opening was large enough for the little monkey to stick his hand into, but once he clenched his fist on the banana, he realized that he was stuck. And here's where it gets kind of personal for you and I. Since the monkey knows that bananas are good, he will not let go. The hunter could then come over from a tree, walk over to the frightened little monkey, and do what he needed to do to take his dinner home to his family. But you see, if the monkey would have let go, he could have run free. So it's kind of like an interesting little metaphor for you and I, that, oftentimes we hold on to things, our thoughts and our beliefs, or our certain relationships that are not very healthy for us, and then we refuse to let them go and end up some bad things happening to us. I think you and I have been there more than once in our lives. The struggle for, I think, some people, including me and probably including you, is that we go through some form of a grieving process, that when we have to shift our belief system as a result of reality, as a result of new information, we go through this grieving process of letting go of what we thought was true, letting go of relationships that we thought were solid. And I think you can relate that in some situations, that it's very important for us to question those beliefs, to question those relationships, question those bananas that we've had our hand onto for a long time. So if you go back and read the words of Marcus Aurelius, he said this, quote, "It's time you realize that you have to have something in you that's more powerful and more miraculous than the things that affect you and make you dance like a puppet." Let me share it again, the words of Marcus Aurelius. It's time you realize that you have something in you more powerful and miraculous than the things that affect you and make you dance like a puppet. So I encourage you today in this show to consider the relationships that you've had over the years. Consider that in order for you to be extraordinary and to become extraordinary, you have to force yourself consistently to become uncomfortable. And if you live a life that forces you to be uncomfortable, then you're going to live a life that's pretty extraordinary. My name is John Carver. Thanks for watching.